phones, Babylons can't crack the code.
The 2023 recruiting class has been one that's been quite interesting to keep up with all the flips, decommitments, surprise commitments, coaches leaving their places, and of course, NIL being a big factor more than ever in this class. And with early signing day fast approaching, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 2023 recruits that I believe can be immediate impact players on the collegiate level. Also in the video, I'll be bringing up some variety in the rankings of players I'm bringing up. I'll be talking about 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, and even a JUCO recruit. Now before I move on, remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's get into it. The first player that I'm going to be talking about in today's video is one of the best players in the entire nation, and that's Texas Longhorn commit Anthony Hill. Hill is currently rated as a 5-star according to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, the number 19 player in the nation, and the number 1 linebacker. Anthony Hill is one of the most highly touted players in this class, and it's been that way for quite some time, pretty much right when he stepped into the high school football game, as Anthony Hill currently holds 33 total offers from some of the biggest programs in the nation, and as I mentioned earlier, he is currently a Texas commit. In high school, he played for Denton Ryan, playing against some of the top competition in Texas for high school football, and he played at a highly elite level. He also has some great size. According to his 24/7 Sports profile, he's 6'2", 225, and when you see him, he has a great frame, and one that he could even add more mass to with an already good body, and Hill uses his size to his advantage. He's someone that's very athletic, physical, and violent off the ball. He's someone that plays with a very violent style as a linebacker. He loves to hit people, and he's maybe one of the best players in the nation in a lot of people's eyes. Some may even say he is the best defensive player in the nation. I mean, he is the number 1 rated linebacker, and in my opinion, a player of Anthony Hill's caliber, I do not see how there's no way that he's not an immediate impact player for the Texas Longhorns. Does that mean he's going to be a day 1 starter? No. But I guarantee you that Anthony Hill is going to play in some way, shape, or form in the 2023 college football season. Next up, I have safety Peyton Bowen, who is currently committed to Notre Dame. According to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, Bowen ranks as a 5-star, number 14 player in the nation, and the number 2 safety in the class. Also, I do realize that his commitment to Notre Dame is currently up in the air as of the recording of this video, as there's a lot of buzz that Peyton Bowen is probably going to flip. There's even been some crystal balls and forecasts that have been put out there. However, as of the recording of this video, he is committed to Notre Dame, and no matter where he ends up, Notre Dame or even flipping to another school, that does not change my opinion on him being an immediate impact player. Bowen is a player that has good size, a good frame, and has a body that can add even more to the frame that he has. And not only that, he's very versatile and athletic. He's someone that dominated the Texas high school football level on the 6A level at that for Denton Guyer, not only on the defensive side of the ball in the secondary, but he did it on the offensive side of the ball when he had the ball in his hands, and he was elite as a kick and punt returner for Denton Guyer. He's someone that was constantly making plays. He's a playmaker. He lives for the moment, and he's someone that seems to never have a bad game. He tackles. He makes plays. He's a ball hawk. It really seems like he did it all on the defensive side of the ball for Denton Guyer over his time while he's been there. And in my opinion, I believe he's going to be an immediate impact player no matter where he ends up. Does that mean he's going to be a day 1 starter, just like I said for Anthony Hill? No, but he's going to play. He's a player that you cannot keep off the field, no matter if he's a true freshman or not. On to the next player. It's one of my favorite players in the entire class. It's current Colorado commit, running back Dylan Edwards. Dylan Edwards is rated as a 4-star, number 11 running back in the class, and this is a player I think is going to take off right off the bat. In aspects to a lot of the running backs in the 23 cycle, Dylan Edwards is not the biggest running back out there. According to his 24/7 Sports profile, he's 5'9" and 165 pounds. However, do not let that distract you from the fact that Dylan Edwards puts up some straight up video game numbers on the high school level, and this guy is a complete baller. If you want to know how good of a player he is, I could talk about his career numbers, but let me tell you about his senior campaign he just had. He rushed for 1,900 rushing yards, averaged 9 yards a carry, and had a total of 32 rushing touchdowns. In only one game, he did not rush for over 100 plus yards in. Also through the air, he had 227 receiving yards for a total of 3 receiving touchdowns. Dylan Edwards, he's not the biggest, as I said earlier. However, Dylan Edwards, he's one of the fastest players in the 23 cycle. He's extremely hard to bring down. A lot of small running backs, they're not easy to bring down, but Dylan Edwards, he is one of the fastest in the nation, one of the shiftiest, and one of the most elusive running backs as well. And honestly, I feel like he should be rated as a top 10 running back in the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings. However, I'm not fretting over that. Now, I do believe he's going to get some good playing time year one as a true freshman, under year one of the Deion Sanders era at Colorado. He's one of the first commits for Deion Sanders to start off his coaching era at Colorado, and as Deion said, he's bringing his luggage with him to help rebuild this Colorado Buffalo team, a team that went 1-11 this previous 2022 college football season. They weren't a good team at all, and this is one of the most dynamic playmakers in the entire 23 cycle, and I believe you're going to see quite a bit of Dylan Edwards as a Buffalo in year one of the Deion era in 2023. On to the next player. It is Louisville commit wide receiver DeAndre Moore Jr. DeAndre Moore Jr. is rated as the number 95 player in the nation, 4-star, and the number 17 receiver in the 23 recruiting cycle. DeAndre Moore Jr. has a solid frame. According to his profile, he's 6', 185, and he can add more to it. He's a receiver that has a very high IQ with his play. He has a very good route running ability, and he's someone that is very physical when he has the ball, especially when the ball is up in the air, especially in the deep ball scenarios. He's someone that has speed, and he's someone that's not afraid to go down without a fight. He is currently committed to Louisville, and I do believe he can be an immediate impact player there right off the rip. And I understand that there are some rumors about him flipping potentially, as he's taken some visits over the college football season. However, he is still a Cardinal commit for Louisville, and I do believe he's going to be an immediate impact player no matter what. Sticking with the wide receiver position, the next player that I'm going to be talking about is Alabama commit and number 1 JUCO player in the nation, Malik Benson. Malik Benson is someone that a lot of people believe is going to be an immediate impact player when he gets to Alabama, as people believe he is one of the best, if not the best, JUCO prospects in quite some time. In 2021 at Hutchinson, he had 43 receptions for 1,229 yards and 11 receiving touchdowns through the air. And in this previous season for Hutchinson, he had 977 receiving yards through the air and 10 receiving touchdowns. If you haven't gotten the point yet, he's a highly productive receiver, and he has pretty decent size at that. He's 6'1", 189, and he's someone that has proven experience. He has great speed, and he has some good hands as well. And if you looked at Alabama's receiving core during 2022, was it bad? No. But was it the best Alabama receiving core that we've seen in some time? Not even close. They had their ups and downs throughout the season in regards to Alabama receiving cores. And Malik Benson is a player that can come in and be that guy that may even be a starter and could even be a leader in the receiving game, paired with whoever's going to be the starting quarterback for the Crimson Tide in 2023. I believe there's going to be someone that has to show up for Alabama in 2023 as a receiver that is just that lead guy, that's that go-to guy, that's going to be always reliable 100% of the time, and that player could be Malik Benson in 2023. On to the final player in today's video. It is USC defensive lineman commit Sam Green. Sam Green, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, is a 3-star, the number 467 player in the nation, and the number 52 defensive lineman in the class. According to his profile, he's a 6'1", 265-pound defensive lineman, and in my opinion, he is kind of my wild card pick for the video, but I do believe he has a good chance of being an immediate impact player for Alex Grinch's defense for USC in 2023. Yes, he does need to add some size to his frame, But after an off season with USC football, I believe he can do just that. If he can add 10 to 15 pounds, I do believe he could see some real action as a true freshman on the Pac-12 level for USC in 2023. He has some great film and honestly seems like one of the more underrated players in this class. He is a 3-star, ranked inside the top 500, and I understand he's not the biggest right now compared to some of the other guys that can play in the interior and can't even move to the DN spot as well, but he played at a very high level at one of the better high school football programs in the nation at St. Francis Academy, playing against some great competition. He has good hands. He can shed blocks pretty well. He's quick with his first step, very physical, and he's very quick to get through the offensive line. He's a player that I see with a lot of upside, and get to know the name Sam Green. Well guys, if you've made this far in the video, drop something down in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos like this, where I talk about who I think will be an immediate impact player from the 23 recruiting class, and who do you think that I missed out on in this first part video. Also, before you head out, remember to smash that like button, turn on those post notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already. B. Kelly, out.